All right, welcome again. Welcome again. We're ready for another video. This video today, we're going to be talking about stop trying to change people. Stop trying to change people. I can raise my hand because it's a huge problem for me. Huge problem. I'm always trying to push my agenda onto people. I'm always trying to change people because I'm more knowledgeable about specific things. And I'm thinking that if I know better and I do better, that means I'm going to tell you what you should know and you should do better too. And I had to learn the hard way about that. The problem with that is I heard a quote, and the quote says, think about how hard is it to change yourself, right? Think about how hard is it to work on you to change you to be a better version of you, right? And think about how foolish you are to try to change someone else. Just hear, let me say that again. Think about how hard is it to change yourself, and then think about how foolish you are to think that you can change someone else. I had to learn to stop trying to help people that do not want to be helped. Stop trying to help people that do not want to be helped. We have this issue where it's like, because you love somebody, you care for somebody, you think that it's your job, it's your obligation to help them in every situation. And sometimes they don't want your help. Sometimes they don't need your help. Sometimes they don't want to do better. Sometimes they're complacent. Sometimes they're fine with where they're at. And if they're fine with where you're at, why are you killing yourself to try to get that person to do what you would have done in their situation? What you're going to do is end up stressing yourself and killing yourself and disappoint yourself because you're thinking to yourself, if I would do this in this situation, and if I could prove to this person the logics and the benefits of them doing what I would do in that situation, then they would be better, right? But then you got to understand that this is the reason why they say to each his own. What might be good for you might not be good for the next person. And it's hard for me because when you see somebody going on a road that you think is the wrong road, right? You don't want to see them crash. You don't want to see anything bad happen to them. So in your mind, you're like, you know what? Let me try to help this person. Let me try to help this person. For example, there was 3 girls that work at my job. And I was talking to them, randomly started talking to them about health. And one of the things that I realized that 2 of the girls, they had a lot of pushback towards me about the health stuff. And I kept trying to prove the point to them of why they should be doing this, why they should be changing their eating, why they should stop eating this. Started pushing it, started being so forceful to the point where it created a little awkwardness in our friendship. But the older, more mature one, she wasn't saying much. And she understood what I was saying. But instead of her saying something right there and then in front of her friend's face, what she did was she messaged me and said, I totally understand what you're saying. I agree, but some people just don't listen. And some people have that mindset of, oh, I'm young. So since I'm young, I can do whatever I want. I could say whatever I want and be fine, right? And it's like, no, you're young, but you should be doing all the stuff from now, doing all the work from now. You work on yourself from now, make it a habit from now. So when you get older, it becomes easier. But some people wait until they get sick to make the changes. Some people wait till they get hit by a bus to start looking left and right. Some people wait for something bad to happen before they put their seatbelt on. Sometimes you just gotta allow people to leave them to be. Let them be. Let them do what they want to do. Let them, like, if you mention it to them one time and you see they're not receptive to it and they don't want to change, just leave them alone. So there's a woman that I watch called Mel Robbins, right, on YouTube. And one of the things that she said in one of the videos, a most amazing video, I think I might link it. It says, let them. It's a new thing that she's doing called Let Them. So I'll make you guys watch the video to see how she breaks down the whole logic behind the let them. But just let people do what they want to do. Let them do what they want to do. Focus on you. And this is what my channel has been pushing since I started it, is like, focus on you, stop trying to focus on other people, because the moment you start focusing on everybody else, it's like you just drain yourself. Like your cup is just full and you just keep draining yourself, draining yourself, draining yourself. And in that time that you're doing that, you're losing friends, you're losing family members, you're losing people that you're very close to, that you were close to. But because you have this mindset of how things should be, and you think everybody should think this way, you try to push it onto them. Not anymore. Stop doing that. You cannot fix other people, you only can fix you. You cannot change other people, you only can change you. And you can only change how you respond to what people do. So if people are not listening to you, let them be. If they're not changing, let them be. If they're going to keep going on that bad road that you know is a dead end, let them be. Nothing wrong with giving them a heads up or warning, because you know your family member, or you love them, or they're a friend, you care about them. Hey, if you keep driving that speed, you're going to crash into the wall. Leave me alone. I got it. Okay, let them. Let them drive down that road at 100 miles an hour. Let them crash into that wall. Let them fall out the car. Let them get up and get bruised. When they look at that bruise now, they're going to remember what happened. Oh, you know, Jermaine, he warned me about driving this speed around this road. I didn't listen. So now that I crashed my car is total. I got this bruise in my arm. So I have those memories of the bad things that happened. So next time, I know not to do that again. Some people, you can actually talk to them and they be like, you know what? I'll take your word for it. I'm going to stop speeding on this road. But some people have to actually speed down this road, get hit, crash, fall out the car, go to the hospital, get recovered, start over, and then they learn the lesson. So stop trying to push your agenda onto people. Stop trying to change people's feelings towards food or whatever they choose to do with their life. Let them be. It's let people be. Okay? I know it's going to be hard, especially if you're a caring person like me, because I love to care for people, support people, be there for them. But not everybody needs the thing that you think they need. The thing that you have to give, sometimes it's just a lending ear. Sometimes you just listen to people. You just say, you just nod. Okay, I hear you. I understand. Okay, got it. And then you just leave it alone. If you know that previously they spoke to you about this specific thing and you left your comments, you said certain things and you realized it was a pushback, it was a rebuttal, it was an argument, it started a fight, it started a problem between y'all, don't do it again. They're going to say, why you don't have much to say? And be like, no, the last time I said something, we did the back and forth. So obviously you don't need my guidance. You don't need my help. So I'm just here to be your friend, your family member. I'm just here to listen. So just keep doing what you're doing. I'm just here to listen. Obviously you just want to vent, right? So I'm a good listener. I'm just going to make you vent. And I sit back and I let them vent. I try to help so many people. A lot of the good thing about it is most of the people I talk to, most of them are receptive to it and they make the changes to be a better version of themselves. Whosoever isn't receptive to it and doesn't make the changes, I've learned to leave them alone now. So I don't force them, don't push them, don't encourage them, don't influence them, don't do none of that stuff to try to get them there. I let them be themselves. It makes your life such an easier thing. Like your life is so much easier when you just let people be who they want to be and you just sit back and just let things happen. Of course, if you know something dangerous could happen to them, you say something, because that would be inconsiderate of you as a person, as a human, to see that somebody that you love and care for is going to do something that's going to harm them. But after you do your part, you step back and let them do what they need to do. Now, the good thing about me is if I see something bad is going to happen to you, I'm going to say something to you. And if you continue to go down that road, if something do happen, I'm still going to feel bad. But I would feel a million times worse if I saw that something bad was going to happen and I didn't say anything to you. I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself knowing that I know this was going to happen and I saw you going down that road and I didn't say nothing. That's when it breaks my heart. I wouldn't be able to live with myself to know that I know that you was gonna lose your job. I know that you was gonna hit this car. I know that you was gonna lose your relationship or your kids or whatever the case might be. And I didn't say nothing. That's when my heart be broken. I mean, so the moral of the video is don't try to change people. Stop trying to change people. Stop trying to push your agenda onto people. Stop trying to force people to do better or to change things and do things the way you do things. Just leave people alone. You know, my channel is always focused on you. It's still going to be focused on you. Focus on you, because this world that we live in now is like you try to help people and then you look like the bad guy. You would try to help somebody to stop him from making a big mistake, from doing something wrong, something deadly, something that could harm them. And they will in return look at you and curse you out for trying to help them. You will look like the bad guy for trying to help them. So once you realize you talk to someone and you realize that the way they respond is not the way you expected them to respond, you just leave it alone. You just say to yourself, I'll let you be. Let them do it. So as usual, don't want to make this video too long, but I think this video is very important to be made. I made a little snippet of it on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's all ALL_IN_tech, TECH. Once again, is ALL_IN_tech. Go check me out on there. I'm doing a little snippet of motivational quotes, motivational videos for like a minute. And then what I'm going to do is take those videos that I make the little 1 minute video of and actually make a full content of it on my YouTube channel, so you guys can get to indulge more into what I was trying to say, because there's only but so much you could say in a minute. But this channel, I'm very passionate about it. I'm grateful for all the people that's here, all 30 of y'all. Every time I look, I'm getting the subscribers here and there. I'm not rushing to get to 1,000 or 100 or nothing like that. I'm really trying to get the people that really want to do better for themselves, the people that's here for the information, that want to make changes, the people that get motivated from the things that I say, the people that believe in the things that I say and think that what I'm doing is helping them in any way. So this is why I have the YouTube channel, because the most amazing thing to me is I didn't know this was going to be a thing for me, because I've been doing it since I was a kid. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been talking to adults since I was a kid about things to make them better, to changes. And I'm like, I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, they have things for that. Like, some people are therapists, some people are motivational speakers and all these things. I didn't know that I was going to be somebody that can influence people to do better. But the more I talk to people, the more I see people make changes, and they come to me and say, hey, Jermaine, I joined the gym because of you. Hey, Jermaine, I started eating better because of you. Hey, Jermaine, I'm taking care of myself because of you. It motivates me to keep going, you know? So my content is not for everybody, because not everybody wants to change. Not everybody wants to do better, and that's okay. But the people that's here and you're coming back to watch my videos, I appreciate you guys. As you can see, I don't drop content the way I'm supposed to, because I'm inconsistent with this, but I'm definitely grateful for you guys being here. And as usual, I'm still going to keep pushing to try to be more consistent with it. So you already know what it is. It's Relationship 101 with Jay. Thank you guys for everything. Stay blessed. Be safe. Peace.